Well, welcome everyone on behalf of Cruise Holidays to the recorded webinar on Quantum of the Seas. It's always exciting when cruise lines come out with new ships, and Royal Caribbean has always been at the forefront of innovative experiences, so we are excited to share some highlights. Let me introduce Marianne Hessler, who is a business development manager at Royal Caribbean and gave the presentation.
Royal Caribbean is always pleased and excited to be able to roll out new and exciting hardware. And the one thing that you can count on when we come out with our new ships is to really be prepared to be wowed. That's for sure. This is a quantum leap forward for us again. It's amazing to me that we can actually show you renditions like this, because you've got to remember that the Quantum of the Seas, it's not out yet. It's not even completely built. It won't even be sailing until November of 2014. So to really be able to see these things now is just amazing to me. But the quantum cruising is really going to give our customers more firsts at sea, new transformational signature venues, which I can't wait to show you, and then wait till you see some of the staterooms that we have on board for you. This is all coming to you from the cruise line that brought you all of these exciting things. Who would have ever thought that you could go rock climbing or zip lining or ice skating or try your hand at our surf simulator or the flow rider? Who would have ever thought that you could do these kinds of things on a cruise ship? So that being said, we're sure to bring you some new firsts at sea, including our North Star. This is going to be, it's a little similar to almost the Eye in London. It actually is a completely glass enclosed capsule that will actually bring our guests, elevate our guests about 300 feet in the air. And this is called the North Star, as I said, but what's neat about it is it really is going to be able to give you these incredible 360-degree views of the destinations and the ports. And the one thing that's neat about the Quantum of the Seas is that it's actually going to be departing out of Cape Liberty. And if you're wondering where that is out of Newark. So Cape Liberty, if you're driving, you drive to Newark. If you're flying, you'd fly to Newark. So it's a great ship that way, because it's gonna give us a new place to get on a cruise ship, not so far from us here in the Midwest potentially. So, but the North Star is pretty exciting. It'll accommodate a total of 14 guests, and you'll be able to pick up the North Star experience towards the bow of the ship. It is a total of a 15-minute experience from the start to finish. And it's complimentary, so we are not charging a penny for our guests to be able to experience this. So you can kind of imagine standing here looking at, as you're leaving the port of Cape Liberty, and you can have this incredible view of the Statue of Liberty. There will be a couple of opportunities if you want to have a private event, maybe a sunrise and a brunch package in here, or a sunset and a specialty dining package. Or how about even maybe a wedding ceremony, small and intimate, because remember it's 14 people, or even a vow renewal, just a really incredible venue for something like that. So that is one of the highlights, but we don't stop there. The next thing is our iFly. This is, I don't know if you've ever seen these, but there's a couple of them. I know there's one in Vegas right now. These are basically a skydiving simulator. And again, on board the Quantum of the Seas, you're going to be able to experience this complimentary. So this is an incredible experience that is going to, the total experience is about an hour and 15 minutes. But I got to tell you, the actual flight itself is, you get two flights, and each are about a minute long. So they're not long, but the majority of the time is spent because you actually have to watch a safety video and video on how to do it. You have to gear up because you actually have to put on exactly the gear that you would if you were actually skydiving, the headgear, the goggles, the suit, and all of that. And then the actual flight is just about a minute or so, and you get two of those. One that is actually a low-level practice flight where we kind of test you and make sure that your body positioning is right. And then there's one that is actually a freestyle flight. So pretty neat. You can kind of see where that is positioned on the ship. It is up on our sports deck by the flow rider, which, by the way, of course, we still have our flow rider on board. The next thing is the Seaplex. Who would have ever thought that we would be able to have bumper cars at sea? Another first from Royal Caribbean, that's for sure. So this is an incredible venue that we will be able to host these bumper cars in. And again, the charge for using the bumper cars are zero. It's zero. It doesn't cost a penny. This venue, which is called the Seaplex, actually will share space. So we'll be able to offer bumper cars, and then we'll be able to rotate that and offer roller skating, or even, or even it'll also be a full-size basketball court, believe it or not. But up here, I'm going to take my little mouse. If you're watching on my screen, you'll be able to see up here, you'll see little coves up here. And there's going to be some venues up there. One will have some table tennis, there'll be some foosball, and there's even a floating DJ booth right here as well. So lots of fun things to do. What you're going to notice here, though, is that we're, again, offering all kinds of things to do indoors, because this ship will be sailing full-time, year-round out of Cape Liberty. So, you know, in the wintertime, you'll be leaving port when it's a little bit chilly. Yes, and there may even be snow, but within no time you'll be down in the warm southern skies. But during that time, we want to make sure we're giving you plenty of activities and things to do to keep you occupied. So again, awesome. This venue could be awesome at any hour, because during the day, as I mentioned, this will double up as a full-size basketball court indoors. And again, having these alcoves up here where you can try your hand at foosball or table tennis or whatever it might be. So during the day or at night. The next venue on board is our 270. Now, in the very back of the ship, we have this incredible venue that is floor-to-ceiling glass, and you'll be able to look out onto the Caribbean seas and really enjoy that scenery. Large living room, but it'll also double up as a venue in the evenings where we'll be able to do some pretty extraordinary entertainment. So during the day, you see this large, open, airy, kind of living room-like space. There's even an ice bar back here, believe it or not. And then, of course, at night, we'll be able to do high digital projection screens onto the back wall and have these incredible aerial and entertainment shows. The next thing is our music hall. I shouldn't be sharing this, but I'm going to share something personal here. I recently just took some ballroom dancing classes, and I know that this is actually becoming pretty popular. And so one of the things that we're going to have on board the Quantum is the music hall. It's about a 10,000 square foot venue where we will have not only a house band that will be playing for our guests, but we'll also have a DJ, a scratch DJ, and really dedicated for people that want to dance, they want to hang out, they want to just relax or listen to the music and do some people watching. Really a fun, old-style music hall venue. And again, giving our guests a lot of entertainment space indoors just in case there's inclement weather. Some other highlights here is that there'll be 2 full-service bars with some seating, of course. There'll be some self-leveling billiard tables. How about that? Playing pool at sea and not having to worry about the motion if there happen to be any. So we actually will be able to accommodate about 350 guests at a time back here. There'll be some music-driven theme night parties, and it'll really, in the evenings, this will be an adult-only venue. But as I mentioned before, your favorites are still back: the rock climbing walls, the flow rider, the H2O zone, which is great for families, and of course our partnership with DreamWorks will be included on the Quantum of the Seas too, with the characters, the parades, and all of the activities that are tied to that, the movies, and so on. The solarium. The solarium is a favorite of all of our adults. This is the adult-only escape, I like to call it. What's going to be a little bit different here is that it'll have more enclosure. However, we will have the option of being able to open up the ceiling with a retractable glass ceiling, so that's nice. But this is the adult escape area here, where you can just relax, read a book, catch some sun, maybe jump into one of the hot tubs back here or the pool area. Just a wonderful place, and we do not allow children under the age of 18 here, actually. I want to show you something that I think is probably one of the coolest things at sea right now. Number one, we are going to be offering some of the largest standard staterooms out there, some great storage solutions in the staterooms, some convertible furniture options, some family connecting staterooms, and probably one of my favorite things, which is the virtual balconies. I want to share kind of the layout of the land here. We have about 1,700 ocean view staterooms. Almost 1,600 of those actually have balconies. Then we have what's new here, which is the interior staterooms with a virtual balcony. These are fake balconies. I got to show you here. Take a look at this. What you see in front of you right now, that is not a real balcony stateroom. That wall with a picture of the outside is actually a high-definition LCD projections or screen where we will be showing real time of what is happening outside the ship at that moment. And that's a really cool feature because you'll be able to see what the weather's like. You'll know how to dress. We even have the option with speakers where you can have the sound of the waves or the ocean coming into your stateroom if you'd like. You can, of course, turn that sound off if you want to. But you know, even being in an interior stateroom on these ships is really going to make you feel like you do have that outdoor experience as well. The next thing that we're offering here is our new single staterooms. And the rates for our single guests will be just that regular rate. So if a double cabin is, $9.99 per person, in our single staterooms, the rate would be just $9.91 for one person. However, these staterooms do accommodate up to 2 guests. It's one stationary bed with a full bathroom, and some have private balconies and some are insides actually. But if you are going to have 2 guests in these staterooms, what's a nice little feature is that the second person would be paying our standard 3rd or 4th passenger rate, not the regular, 1st or 2nd guest price. So it's a discount, which is great. So a little smaller than our standard staterooms, but again, they're really designed for one guest. The next thing that we're offering is our connected staterooms, and this is again another wonderful feature for families that are traveling together or even friends that are traveling together. So you'll notice that these are actually called family connected junior suites with a balcony, and I would like to show you the layout. First and foremost, you're going to see here, these are actually 3 staterooms that are connected together. The first one is our junior suite with a balcony. You'll see that here, and that is then connected to a standard balcony stateroom, and then in turn also connected to one of our single staterooms. And then they all have a connecting hallway with a door right here. So you can either just shut this main hallway door and leave all the cabin rooms, the doors open if you'd like, or of course you can shut your own doors. But it's really great for people who are traveling together. Even the balcony here, over here between the standard balcony and the junior suite, will open up so you can really create more space for everyone. So just to kind of show you a little bit what the layout again looks like, because there are some new categories of accommodations. The family connecting junior suites, there's actually up to about 16 of those on board. We have some superior grand suites which are new, the family junior suites which are new as well, and then the spa junior suites. So new options. I want to show you just some layouts of some of the other ones, the new categories, which includes of course that royal family suite. Again, a couple different bedrooms, which are comfortable. The owner suite, love the colors, the decor, very warm. The family junior suite, a little larger than our standard junior suites. And then our loft suites, which came out with our Oasis class of chefs, were very popular, and so we've expanded those a little bit and added some new categories to it. One is the owner's loft, and then, of course, the grand loft. And what really sets these apart and makes them so unique is that they're all in 2 levels, with the bedroom being upstairs and then a lower level, and of course these floor-to-ceiling windows just giving you an incredible view on board. So of course this is the royal loft, and I know we'd all like to be in that one, but you even can see that you've got a private dining room table. You can seat up to 8 guests in here. And then of course the owner's loft, again very comfortable, very open. Still have that floor-to-ceiling glass.
Well, thank you for listening to our webinar. If you have any questions or would like to make a reservation on the Quantum, please call us at 800-403-7936. You can also visit our website, which has lots of information and has links to our current special offers at cruiseandexploreonline.com. Thank you.